Hello everyone, welcome to the Goblins live show. Sorry we're a little bit late today. We were trying to get a few things set up and I was running a bit late from work as well. But yeah, we've got an awesome show lined up for you today where the Wifey is going to test me on motorcycles and how much I know them. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't think I'm going to do all that well. But yeah, we'll see. But make sure to join in as well in the chat. So any answers that you have, any questions that the Wifey has, feel free to drop your answers down in the chat as well. I will try not to look at the chat. But if
there's some rules, we'll go through the rules. It's fine.
Okay, we'll go through the rules in a minute.
I have it all planned.
Yeah, and the Wifey's also going to play some drums for us.
We weren't going to tell anyone. It's going to be a secret.
We
That's
hope.
Fine.
Well, we hope. Well, I've got it in the title of the show today. Well, we'll see how this goes. This is what we spent our time trying to set up. So
if you're wearing headphones, warning. It's
we're
get loud.
going to turn down the microphones anyway. So hopefully it'll be kind of normal to our voices here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We are going to wait a little bit though because not everyone's signed on to the live show yet. Okay,
that's fine.
All right. Anyway, are you ready, Wifey?
I am ready.
All right, let's go ahead and roll that intro. How are we doing, Wifey?
Okay.
Doing all right?
Yeah. It's been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
I've had most of this week off work unwell, so
yeah,
recovering.
Yeah, we both been ill this week. We both had a I don't know. It's not COVID, but it certainly felt like it.
It was bad.
So yeah, it's pretty rough this last week.
Yeah, but apart from that, fine. Just getting on with it, really.
Yeah. I haven't taken any days off, so.
No, but I mean, mine went to my chest, and I was like, no, I'm good. But obviously, because I'm leaving, I'm like, well, why not?
Well, yeah.
Tell you what, I did start watching today, as I know sometimes we say, oh, what did you do? I started watching the Osbournes. The Osbournes Want to Believe. Now, I'm not watching it for like the paranormal side of it. It's just Ozzy is so funny. I'm watching him and Sharon together.
Can you actually understand what he's saying though?
Not all of it. There's a lot of subtitles that come on because he does slur a lot.
It makes no sense how Ozzy Osbourne, he can sing really cleanly and you can understand every word he says whilst he's singing, but can't understand a single thing he says when he's talking normally.
No, but it is really funny. And did you know he's got dogs? He's got chihuahuas.
No. Chihuahuas.
It's like you think of Ozzy.
Does he live in Beverly Hills? Does he?
He lives in Hell. That's the place he lives. It's called Hell.
Yeah, where is that?
I'm not sure. It's in America somewhere. And because they're moving back to the UK, aren't they? Because they don't want to live in America. He said he doesn't want to die in America. He wants to come back to the UK. Yeah. And he's got this chihuahua, and it's this big fluffy thing. And he's like this Prince of Darkness. He's very rock and roll and very gothic. And he's there, like stroking the belly of this chihuahua. It's licking his nose, and I'm just like, oh, you're. Yeah. Oh. And then Sharon just seems like she's absolutely lost the plot.
What do you mean?
I don't know. She just comes out with some things, and you're just like, really? Did you just say that?
It's Ozzy that's lost the plot, I thought.
No, honestly,
not Sharon.
he seems not the way he seems more coherent than Sharon does. Like you can understand what she's saying more, but she says some daft stuff. And Ozzy, it's just there's so much bleeping out because he's swearing so much. But like I said, I don't watch it for the paranormal side of it, but it's just really funny to watch him. But yeah, no. Just thought I'd let you know, watching that. So, but no, nothing else is occurring at the moment, is it?
What's occurring?
Sorry,
that's totally random there. That's
Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey reference, yeah.
I feels it. That's the other one, isn't it?
I feels it.
But
well, I'm trying to think. I thought there was something on that I watched recently that I was like, oh, that's interesting.
You've been watching The Purge, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Well, not really. Not really. I just watched a couple of the movies and that was it. The TV series is good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. No,
I watched that ages ago.
The only thing we're really watching, just while we're waiting for sort of a couple more people to jump on, is obviously House of the Dragon, which has been amazing.
Yeah, I've enjoyed that. Yeah, it's been good so far.
Rings of Power, which is getting better, and now it's ending this week. So that's the end of the first season, and the last 3 episodes are absolutely epic, aren't they? The 2 we've just seen, and I think this one's going to be the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Well, Rings of Power for me, it started off really, really boring.
It's a slow burner, I found.
But then it got to episode 6, and that's when it started getting good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, the last episode that is episode 7 that we've last watched, isn't it? The last one's on Friday, isn't it?
The other day, yeah.
Yeah. That one was interesting, but again, not a lot happened in that one either.
I'll be honest, and obviously you know this, but as soon as House of the Dragon's out, I'm like, right, I need to watch it that day. Or the day after. No, the day after's Bake Off. I need to watch it that day.
Bake Off, yeah.
Gotta be Bake Off. And then I'm just like, Rings of Power, I can wait a couple of days. What?
I just seen what 125 guy put in the chat.
It threw me for a second.
Alright, Goblins, how you doing? Alright?
That's very good.
Yeah, it's good.
Gavin and Stacey is one of my favourite shows of all time. Last year I watched it about 5 times throughout the year.
Yeah.
And that's not even an exaggeration.
It is a good show. I do enjoy Gavin and Stacey.
I got it all on DVD. That's how much I love it.
Alright, Goblins, how you doing? Alright?
Oh my gosh, it's really funny when you know the guy who plays Dave Coaches.
Yeah.
He was in what do we see him in?
He's in House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon, but he's also in Harry Potter.
He's also in The Last Kingdom.
Yeah. And you're just like, I know him. Oh my gosh, it's Dave. Dave Coaches. Are you in Nessa Coaches? I've got a really bad Welsh accent. I can't do it. But
yeah, you see quite a lot of Welsh actors in just random things. Yeah, but a lot of things that I watch, I tend to see a lot of them.
One of my favourite, what's his name? Rob Brydon.
Rob Brydon, yeah.
I absolutely love Rob Brydon.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's on Would I Lie to You, isn't he? And he's just great. And obviously it's Bryn. And I can't see him as anything but Bryn.
Yeah.
That's who I see when I
Wifey,
see him.
you do something that really annoys me.
What do I do?
You're in the middle of a sentence and you look down to see what's in the chat before you actually finish your sentence.
Sorry. I can't help it.
Don't worry about the chat. You just finish what you're saying and then we can look at it. Because, we got to say hello to some people anyway.
Got them.
So, 125 guy, good to see you, mate. How you doing? Greg, good to see you. Jim, good to see you. So you're in for an interesting one this evening. We're gonna get the wifey to have a crack on the drums because this is her drum kit.
I'll be honest.
She's the musician of the family.
It's been a while since I played. Today was the first time I've actually properly got on there for a while.
Yeah.
So forgive me for being rusty. I did actually look at my music.
Yeah.
Like the actual book, and I was like,
oh, right.
I'm sure if I sat there and actually looked at it for a while, I could read it again.
Yeah.
But I was trying to do some rudiments, and I was like, no, close that again, put it to one side. I was like, not for now, not for now.
All right. Well, we'll give everyone just a few more minutes to join in, and then we'll.
Is that I mean,
then we'll crack on.
Just to kind of talk a bit about what we're doing today.
Yes.
So it's kind of a show of 2 halves in a way. The second half of the show, I've put together a game. And it's not gonna be like you don't know anything, but it's just an interesting one. I've chosen bikes that I don't know if you're aware of. They're not. I haven't done it to find bikes that
shall we kind of explain to everyone where this idea came from?
Do you know where it came from?
Well, I think I do.
Go on then.
But you tell me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah, because I don't know.
So every single time whenever me and the wifey are out, in fact, actually, whenever I'm out, I see a bike, I always try guessing what it is. And a lot of the time, as soon as you see it, you know exactly what it is. There's only been a few occasions in the last year or so where I've looked at a motorcycle and think, I don't know what that is. In fact, actually, that happened the other day. I was during the reaction video where it was that Gixxer. And it was like, I didn't recognize it at all because it had a custom paint job. And I was like, I don't know what that bike is. And then in the top corner, it actually says what the bike is. And I'm dummy.
Watch that video if you haven't, because it's really funny.
Yeah, it's a really good one. But the thing is, I don't think I'm actually I'm going to be that good at this.
So
I really don't. I'm familiar with Japanese motorcycles and somewhat European bikes. I've got nothing on cruisers. And I mean, even a lot of Italian bikes, I'm going to be not aware of, I don't think.
So there is 8 bikes that I've chosen.
Yeah.
1 from each manufacturer.
Yeah.
So it's not, So yeah, that's kind of that. There's some rules, we'll go through those. But also what I did was I've gone through our platforms and I found some questions that we may have not answered for you guys on Instagram or on YouTube.
Because a couple of weeks ago we did our kind of like get to know us live stream, and we said afterwards that anyone that catches the show after we're live, we'll try answering any questions you have after the fact. So
but I mean,
think that's kind of following on a bit from that.
Yeah, but I've also gone back a few months as well.
Okay.
For things, just to see. So that's kind of there. That's where we are with that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I mean, we've got a few viewers in. So Fidelity, good to see you, mate. How you doing? 125 guy. My missus saw a Yamaha Tri-City 300 last week, and upon learning she can ride one on her car license, and now she wants one. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, of course, because they're tricycles, aren't they? Yeah, I think I know the one you mean. That's the one where the 2 wheels are at the front, isn't it? 2 wheels are at the front. No. That. Oh, or is it? Because isn't that the Nikon though? Is that the Nikon? Is that what they call it?
I have no
idea. Yamaha Nikon.
I'm the worst person to ask.
Yeah. See, case in point, I'm not that good at knowing my motorcycles.
The thing is, you're going to be getting pictures and stuff, so we'll come on to that in a minute.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, all right, you guys ready for some drumming from the wifey?
I'm really nervous all of a sudden.
Really nervous?
Yeah.
All right. Let's so we just got a little bit of setup to do. Now we are going to be kind of doing the volume control on the fly. So we're going to set it to what we tested it earlier, and it sounded okay, and it wasn't too loud. But I mean, in here, our ears are going to be ringing. But
yeah, if you do have headphones in, we're going to try and turn it down. But obviously, it's an acoustic drum kit; it's going to be loud.
Yeah, and there's no.
You've taken all the muffling off as well.
Mufflers,
because it doesn't sound right with them on.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, 125 guy. Yeah, it's the Big Brother's Nikon. Gotcha. That's it. Yeah.
I'm still not sure that is. I'll Google it after.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's a cool machine.
Yeah.
I think I'm curious about getting something like that as well. All right. So I'm going to swap places with the wifey. The wifey's going to move onto this seat here. So wifey, if you want to go ahead and get yourself ready. And I've got a camera here set up, which I'm gonna move around. So hopefully you guys will actually see what the wifey's doing a little bit better. Here we go. Let's.
Back to everyone. They probably can't hear me now.
Well, they might be able to hear you still. All right. Okay. So, so you can see the side of my head now. Right. That should be okay, shouldn't it, wifey?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. I'll move over this way.
Have you turned it down?
Not yet. Bear with.
Okay.
Bear with. No, I got no idea about drumming or anything, so.
You're having to go after, aren't you?
I can try.
No, I think you should.
All right. Okay. So our voices should be fairly quiet now, or my voice should be fairly quiet. All right, wifey, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. wow, my ears are dying.
Oh,
Yeah, that was pretty loud, Wifey.
my stick was
Nice.
like slipping out my hand. So I'm gonna stop.
Well, I mean, how many years was it? How many years was that? Since
I probably
last
played.
played drums, yeah. Because you used to play in a band, didn't you, as well?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
wow.
I played in a drum I've been in band for a while.
Oh dearie me.
It's been a while since I've actually sat and done something like that. But yeah, because I have sticks that have like a rubber bottom to them.
Yeah.
So it's meant to stop them from slipping, but they were slipping, and I was like, I'm gonna either hit you with one, or I'm just gonna lose it by accident. So.
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, let us know how that sounded on the live stream, because we're not going to know until after the fact how that sounded. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. We might do something a bit more proper and actually record it. And
Yeah, once
and
I've had a
release
bit more
that.
practice and
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. So I heard you did go out of rhythm a couple of times with the bass.
It wasn't the bass I dropped. It was the other bits
Oh,
that I failed
I
on.
see.
But I can keep my feet in, but as soon as I drop it, I have to try and bring it back.
Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't actually sat and played for.
Well, it's got to be coming on 10 years now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's the first time in a long time I've sat and played.
Yeah.
And I obviously have played for like at gigs, but
Yeah.
I can't see anyone. So this was quite daunting for me. Actually
Well,
having
yeah,
people like
doing it live,
Yeah.
watching you. Yeah, I
So,
suppose.
yeah, but-
That's quite intimidating. Yeah,
it's a little bit.
I get you.
So that's me.
One of these days, I'll have to perform a kata, won't I, or something like that for
I think
everybody.
it's only fair.
I think I got some making up to do. I reckon.
Yeah, I do. I think the thing is, like, it's sitting on there today because I had a stressful day at work, and that made it so much better after work.
Yeah.
Just coming
Of
and
course,
just like
just smashing the
hell
drums.
out of it.
Yeah.
And I do want to get back in it. I mean, I've had this drum kit, guys, since I was in year 4.
Yeah.
So this drum kit is about 23 years old. So I do have to look after it because it's an old kit now. But yeah, so maybe once I've got a bit more practice and I'm a bit more like confident in myself again, we'll record and we'll do maybe like a montage type thing.
Yeah, sounds
So-
good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Because I know that you asked for a live performance from the Wifey
Yeah.
for a few weeks ago. So
Yeah, it's been, and I said, oh, by Christmas, so we did it today.
yeah. Well, it's something I wanted to do anyway because.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
me play? Oh, that was the first for you as well then.
Well, you've played before a little bit, only
Not much.
like maybe 20 seconds, something like that. But
I think when we put it together, I tested it, and that was
Yeah.
it.
yeah, that
But-
was it. Yeah. God,
Yeah.
my ears are ringing now. Though. Oh dear. But yeah. So as all the audio was coming through just these microphones here, so
Yeah,
we don't know how that sounded, but hopefully it was all right. We'll see.
we'll find out. It
All
might be
right.
like garbled sound.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
Okay.
moving- So I'm in control of today's live show. I've
Yeah.
done everything, really. So we had some questions that as I said, I found on YouTube and I found on Instagram. Some of them are quite recent, some of them aren't. So I'm just going to go through them. A couple that we can actually answer together and some that we can't. So the one that we had, I think was from Lone Wolf actually, said, how do we get both big bikes out for a video or photo shoot? Now it depends, doesn't it? Sometimes we have done it where I have gone up on my bike with you.
What's the question? Sorry.
How do we get both big bikes out
Yeah.
for a photo shoot? Sometimes I'll take my bike and we'll go back and forth. So I'll ride up there, then I'll come back with a pillion on my bike, and then we'll do the other one. We did that for the comparison CBR ZZR Ninja 125, didn't we? And then the most recent one we did.
Well, it's a bit daunting doing that. Yeah, having to. 'Cause that's the problem with those videos when you have more than one of the big bikes out, because only I can ride one or ride them. Trying to get them out, you have to put the bike somewhere that you think is safe, and then
Get back
go
quickly.
go home and then pick up the other bike and then hope that they're both all right. But
So yeah, the most recent one we did, I drove. It was quicker, and because what else we had planned in the day, it was easier to take the car, wasn't it?
yeah,
So it depends on the situation. but typically either if the Ninja 125 is involved, because we tend to hit the ZR at first, don't we? Then come back. That's the way we've done it, and then we'll kind of do that. So that was the first one, and I think the second one was Lone Wolf as well, saying, but I've kind of amended it and kind of elongated it slightly. Of does the ZZR or the H2 have a name? Have you named them? Will you name them?
Probably not.
No.
No, I don't think
boys
so.
Or girls? They're girls, aren't they?
They're girls, yeah.
Oh yeah, big girl. That's what we call her.
They're girls, yeah, big girls.
Cool. Okay. So we've had a couple of questions around your helmet. So what kind of helmet do you have? It looks really stable with the visor up.
I think I actually replied to that comment.
I didn't see a reply.
I thought I did.
You might have had the question more than once, and I've just picked up one.
It's an Icon Air something Q2 or something. I don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, it's an Icon helmet. I don't know if they still make them anymore. I haven't seen them around, but yeah, it's a good helmet and it fits really well for me. But I really liked it because the way the visor came all the way down, I thought it looked really cool. And it's a bit annoying though because the visor that you get with it by default is a clear visor, but I really wanted a sun visor because again, it just kind of completes the look of the helmet really, because the helmet is red and black. So
It
having
looks so smooth, doesn't it?
yeah, having that sun visor really does the trick for me.
It's like an adult Power Ranger, aren't you? So moving on slightly,
Oh, dear.
how can you have a camera on your helmet? It looks dangerous.
No, it's not too bad. It's more annoying than anything else because obviously you've got a weight on the front of the helmet that's pushing down on the front of the helmet. But it's only become more of an issue with the newer GoPros because they're bigger and heavier. But you get used to it. And it's not such an issue. The thing you got to watch out for is the GoPro falling off, but that's only happened once, thankfully.
At the very beginning.
Right at the very beginning, yeah.
So
Yeah, I lost a Hero 7 Black, which cost me 200 quid. So, yes, 200 quid down the drain, plus the SD card. But, yeah, it's not too bad. When you're going, say, 70 plus miles an hour, that's when you really start to feel the wind, because it's not exactly all that aerodynamic, having just this little block on your face. So it's the only issue. I mean, but that's the thing though. I very rarely take my GoPro out on roads where I know I'm going to be doing 70 miles an hour. Very rarely.
Yeah. So there's on our Smooth Brain video for Pillions, that one, there is a comment asking how tall I am. So I'm between 5'8" and 5'9". The reason they're asking is I can't remember what the bike is, but their partner sits on their bike and looks really scrunched up, whereas I don't look like that when I sit on the back of your bikes.
No.
But so I think they were just wondering my height compared to their partner's height and how.
That's interesting because got to be pretty tall to look
scrunchy.
Yeah, quite crammed in there.
I think the thing is though, the ZZR as well. It's a tall girl's friend because it's quite a big bike. It kind of evens me out with it. But then I know I sit on my Ninja, and my Ninja doesn't suddenly make me look like a giant.
No, absolutely not.
Makes you look like a giant. Doesn't make me look like a giant.
Well,
Again, it balances me out.
It doesn't look too bad. I mean, yeah, I do look big on that bike, but it's not that bad really. You could be someone taller than me on that bike for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe even my brother. My brother's 6'2".
Oh, he's like
this. Yeah, he's 6'2", and he'd fit on that bike perfectly fine, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've got 3 more, and then we're going to go to quiz time. So how do you like the vented windscreen on the ZZR versus the non-vented version? Have you tried the non-vented version?
No, I haven't. I mean,
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah. So on the Performance Sport, that's when you get the windshield that's got the holes in it. I don't think they make that much difference. I mean, what they're supposed to do is supposed to deflect some of that wind, instead of it going into your helmet, is supposed to deflect some of it actually past the handlebars. But I mean, again, that's only really an issue when you're going really fast.
Yeah.
When you're going 80 plus miles an
Motorway
hour.
speeds.
Yeah.
Right.
For usual everyday riding, I don't think it makes a difference at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I would actually prefer to have a standard windshield on the ZZR. I prefer to have a windshield like this one. Yeah, there's no holes in it whatsoever.
But bigger.
Just like that.
Yeah. Okay. I love that thing because the mirrors actually work and I can see the reflection of the green bike. It's amazing. Okay. So this is a slightly bigger question and we'll try not to ramble on this one.
Yeah.
If they're getting rid of 600 plus cc bikes,
Yeah.
do you think bikes like the 350 or 500 cc will fill the gap? I'm just going to grab some tissue while you answer that.
Okay. That's tough to say, because I would always prefer to have more displacement than less. So I think, oh, wow, that's really hard. It's really hard because if you have more displacement, I don't think it's going to work because it's not going to meet emission standards. If you've got, say, a 700 with 4 cylinders that revs to 15,000 RPM, I don't think it's going to work. So I think the only choice would be to have smaller displacement. I mean, well, that's where the ZX4R is going to come in, because I believe that's going to be a 400cc inline 4, and it's going to have a very, very high rev range. So I'm looking forward to that because that's going to be literally a little race bike, and I think it's going to be absolutely wicked.
Yeah.
You know, imagine a 400cc that can do like 150 mile an hour. You know, it's just ridiculous. But I think it could do it. I haven't looked at the specs or what the slated top speed of something like that would be. But yeah, something like that. That can reach 140, 150 mile an hour tops would be just crazy good fun.
Cool. Thank you. Last question. Now I've written it word for word. I don't know if it's the right terminology.
Okay.
So I was like, instead of looking like an idiot and trying to like make it sound right, I've just copied and pasted it.
Okay.
Do you plan on flashing the ZH2 and installing any mods? I imagine flashing is like making it look
No,
different.
It's got nothing to do with looks.
I don't know what flashing is, and I was
No,
like, I better
so-
just write it. 'Cause I don't know.
Flashing means basically rewriting the computer. Rewriting the computer of the
Does
motorcycle.
that not void the warranty?
Probably. See, that is so interesting, that question, because I have seen ECU flash mods on the ZH2 that you know it can produce over 250 horsepower, maybe even up to 300 horsepower. But yeah, there's the power potential of the H2 platform is just insane. Well, I mean, we know because the H2R, of course, produces, is it over 300 horsepower? Is it 300 horsepower on the H2R? And then Ninja H2 produces 220 odd horsepower. So, yeah, obviously there's a lot more headroom for that kind of platform. But that's the thing, when you have a machine that can provide boost, and I suppose the limiting factor is how much boost you decide to give it.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to do it. On the ZH2, I won't be able to do it because it's on a PCP contract. Technically, the bike isn't actually mine. I'm like leasing it.
Borrowing it for a while.
For 4 years, basically. So I don't think they would allow me to do that. And again, the thing is, the ZH2 in particular has just got a load of power anyway. It doesn't need any more power than it has. And I mean, some reviewers have said that it's almost uncontrollable as it is anyway. And I agree with this. It is very, very difficult to control that bike, especially at higher RPMs, as it is. So when you're looking at increasing the top or the maximum horsepower by another 50, it's just be ridiculous. There won't be any point. I think what would be interesting is to have like a top speed mod. Again, it's not something I would do, but just to see how close the ZH2 could actually get to, say, 200 miles an hour, something like that, because I have no doubt that it could do that with some minor mods. very minor mods, it could get to 200 miles an hour. The limiting factor is going to be the aerodynamics of the bike, because it's a naked.
Yeah.
Doing 200 miles an hour on a naked doesn't sound all that viable or safe.
No. Okay.
But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's a very interesting question, and I would love to be able to do it, but I can't on mine, unfortunately.
so I think that's something we might look to do on a more regular basis, of just grabbing some things online that, because it's something we've said that we sometimes, with everything that we're trying to balance, we don't always get to all these queries and these questions we have. So I'm gonna, I think every month pick out the best, not the best, but pick out maybe 10 or 5 or 8, I don't know, I'll pick a number that we haven't been able to answer, and we'll sit and we'll answer those together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah.
Do you want to say hello to anyone before we move on to our
Yes, I
game?
do, because we've got some
Everyone's
faces in
arrived.
here. Lomorph, good to see you, mate. How you doing? Ayla, good to see you, or Ayla. Sorry if I'm butchering your name there. Call on, good to see you, mate. Bike Herb, King VTech. Call. Yes, that's everyone, isn't it? Yeah. Good to see you guys. Yeah, welcome, and thank you for
joining us.
for joining us. Yeah. So Bike Herb. Yeah. They asked the question: get rid of 600cc plus bikes. What news is this? No. So it's 600cc bikes in Europe aren't a thing anymore. You can't buy them from new. So that's kind of why there's a bit of a discussion, is that what will replace
what is next.
Yeah, what will replace it. And
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Yamaha have got the R7, you know, and other companies are kind of figuring out what they want to do afterwards with kind of like that mid-range sport bike kind of thing. So, yeah, that's
I'm really sorry, my nose has started to get really runny again.
that's all
It's
right.
not attractive, I'm sorry guys.
Yeah. An M1000rr. BMW M1000rr. I've not actually seen this bike.
Is it new?
Well, it's new, but it doesn't look like it's come out yet. But that'll be an interesting one.
It's like super new.
That'll be very interesting. Yeah. Yeah, of course, because Bike Hub, you're not in the UK, are you? So, yeah, you're lucky. You still get the 600s, but no, we don't anymore. Yeah, that's... I'm going to check that out. Not right now, but yeah, I'm going to check out that bike, the M1000rr or M1000rr. I'll check those. Anyway, all right, Wifey, let's crack on with...
So...
Yeah, the main part
portion
of the show today.
So you're welcome to share my screen now.
Okay.
He's under strict instructions not to share it until I'm ready.
See if I can.
It.
It's
First
that one,
time.
isn't it?
Yes.
There we go.
Cool. So, welcome to Ultimate Motorbikes Top Trumps. I wish I made that. I didn't. That's an actual game.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
fair play.
Okay, so the categories so what's going to happen is I'm going to show you a picture of a bike,
Yeah.
and you need to tell me these categories: the make, the model,
Okay.
the HP, not the source, top speed, torque, tank capacity.
Let me move us over.
I don't think there's anywhere good for us to be.
There we go.
Tank capacity, transmission, and year of release. So these are the things you have to tell me.
Blimey.
Okay, there's a lot there to go through.
This is going to be tough.
Scoring and rules. So, I've made it a bit like QI. The scoring's all over the place. I'm going to have no idea what's happening, and you get down to like minus 900 points. But it's fine.
Okay.
So, if you guess within 10 of the answer, so torque within 10, you get 1 point. The
Okay.
exact answer gets you 5 points.
Yeah.
Guessing the correct decade will get you 1 point. The exact year will get you 5 points.
Okay.
If you get the specs of the entire bike correct, you get 25 points.
Is that 25 bonus points?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
You are allowed to deliberate out loud, but once you lock an answer in, it cannot be changed. So you have to go, that's my answer, locked in, you can't change it.
So were you going to give me final answer, like in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
Can I ask the host for a hint?
No, because I can see the answers.
She's got all the answers.
You are allowed to confer with our live show audience.
Oh, okay.
You are.
All right.
So guys, play along at home.
I will definitely be asking for your advice then.
I'm not going to give you lifelines, it's fine. Now, because I will forget the rules, I have written them down. So, right, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
This is our first bike.
Okay.
So, what is this?
See, I mean, Well, what do I need to do first? Which
Make and model, please.
Okay, so make is KTM,
Yep.
obviously. Now, I'm gonna say because all this is it's a Duke. It's a Duke model motorcycle. The only issue is that they all look very, very similar. They're just a bit bigger or smaller.
Okay. Is this a hard one? Because I don't know.
I'm gonna say because it's clearly got 2 cylinders,
Okay.
and I believe there's only 2 Duke models that have a parallel twin setup, and that's the Super Duke, and that is the 790 Duke.
Is that your final answer
790
for
Duke.
model and make?
I'll say 790 Duke. It is a 1290.
So it's a 1290.
No way.
So you're going to get 1 point for...
Because they look so similar, and as well because it only has the single arm on the swing arm as well.
Now, guys, I did get all this information off the internet, and obviously if it's in there, it can't be wrong. But I have tried to cross-reference a load of like websites and stuff, so don't come at me if something is wrong. It's accurate as of yesterday, so things could have changed.
See, if from here, I'm wondering if I could have seen some of the lettering or some of the writing on the bike, whether or not that would have given it away. But I can't, from here on the monitor, I can't see it.
There's not really anything on there that says what it
yeah.
is. Right, horsepower, please, there.
Okay, this is 100 and... What have I got to get it to? The exact number
or 10 within. So if it's 110, you say 108. That's fine.
I think this is 162 brake horsepower.
Okay.
Excuse me, horsepower at the crank rather.
You might want to put us the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh.
We're going to start going around the bike.
Bottom left.
Yeah, because now you've guessed the bike. We don't need to be up there.
There we go.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, 162.
180. This is from their website.
That's interesting.
I've got all this information from their website.
I would not have guessed 180.
Okay.
Because the MT10 produces 140 horsepower, doesn't it? And I knew that this was a step up from that, but I didn't think it was by that much. Crazy.
Unless they're like overselling and underachieving, who knows? Right. So torque, please.
Torque. This is going to be up there. 140 Newton meters. Hey!
5 points. Very good. Yes,
Nice.
140. I had to actually ask what the difference was between top speed and horsepower. Didn't know. Because I was like, oh my gosh, is this the same? What's going on? Right, tank capacity, please.
20 litres.
Are these your final answers? You don't want me to...
Yeah, 20 litres.
16.
No way! That's so tiny!
You're within 10, so I'll give you a point.
Well, no, it should be within 5.
Okay, within 5 for that.
It should be within 5.
But you're still within 5.
Yeah. Because that's...
You're making it harder for yourself.
Within 10, I mean, that...
Within 100. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, top speed, please.
This is going to be pretty slow. I think it's going to top out 165 miles an hour.
This is why I asked if they're the same.
No way!
This is why I got confused if they were the same.
There's no way a Super Duke can go up to 180 miles per hour.
Well, it's what the website said. The
There's
KTM
no
website.
way! Because the ZH2 is faster than the Super Duke. I know that for a fact. It's faster. That's crazy.
Don't come at me.
No way. I don't know if I believe that.
Well, it's KTM's website, so...
Well, if it's on the KTM website, then it's got to be true. But yeah, I would never have guessed that. Because on the ZH2, I saw a video comparing the 1290 Duke and the ZH2, and in 4th, 5th, 6th gear, the ZH2 pulls away from the Super Duke. So, but because I think the ZH2 was 176 miles an hour top speed. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that's crazy. Fair play.
Right, I almost gave you the next answer. Transmission.
Manual.
Not quite the answer I'm looking for.
6-speed.
Thank you. Well done.
Yeah.
Because that means nothing to me. So.
Because there is automatic and manual motorcycles.
That's not what the sort of answer we're looking for.
All right. So transmission is 6-speed. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Year of release for this bike, please.
It's early. Well, okay. Now, are we talking about this particular generation of Super Duke?
Yes, this exact bike.
Not when it first came out.
No, this one.
Oh wow. I don't know.
Now I'm
gonna say 2021.
22.
Oh, damn it!
Should we give you
Because the Super Duke's been around for a long time now. I think it's been about 15 years.
I said if you get within the correct decade, you get 1 point.
Okay.
So you'll get that.
Yeah.
Well done. So out of a possible selection of points, you got 13.
Okay. Out of how many?
I don't know.
Could I have got? Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know. I don't know. A million.
Okay.
Right.
Do I get if I get over a certain amount of points, do I win a prize?
Yeah. Dignity.
Oh. Okay.
I'll let you have pizza for dinner. How's that?
We already had that plan, but okay.
Exactly. Right. So, are you ready for bike 2?
Yes. Oh, let's move us.
There's no good place for us to be. I'm really
All right.
sorry.
I'm happy to just move us around.
I was
That's
just
fine.
excited moving and getting all these things flying in from different angles.
Okay, so
What make is this?
well, it's Kawasaki.
Well
I
done.
mean,
And what's our model?
Well, this is the interesting bit because it's a small displacement. Kawasaki. It's got to be. Is this a Ninja 650?
Is that your final answer?
Final answer. No, it isn't. Oh no, a Ninja 650 has got the exhaust underneath the engine case. Damn.
You locked it in, so I did move on.
Yeah, no.
This is a 300.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yep.
I like it. I think it looks nice. It just looks like a bigger version of my bike, so I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's all sorts of different bikes in this list of all sorts of different displacements.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's our HP for this one?
This is in Europe 40. No. I was thinking of the Ninja 400. The Ninja 400's got 44 horsepower. So this has got to be, let's say 35 horsepower. 39. Fair play. Yeah.
Give you a point for that. Torque.
It's got to be more than 15 Newton meters.
I can't remember.
Got to be more than 15.
I put this together at the highest point of having a fever and being unwell, so I can't remember what I wrote. Anyone giving you any hints? Any clues?
See, look, everyone's like Ninja 400, ZX25, and we didn't get the Ninja 300. That's crazy.
I thought this would be an easier one for you. You're
Well,
really
Ninja
not going to like some
300s
of them.
Again, but Ninja 300s aren't really a motorcycle you see anymore because it's all 400s now. Well, I see that. I mean, again, in Europe, you don't see Ninja 400s anymore because of emissions things again.
These aren't all bikes that are still around today.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
This one, I think is going to be, let's say, 20 Newton meters of torque, and I think this is actually a lot for this bike.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
26.1.
No way! That's mad.
I looked on 3 different places to confirm that.
That is mad. 26 Newton meters of torque on a 300.
What were we
That's
saying?
wicked.
Within 5 for that, with a 10.
I don't know.
What answer did you give? 20?
I gave 20.
No.
I was thinking more like 15, actually, but
No, apparently.
nice.
And I checked in 3 different sources.
Fair play.
Like, who is it that said it? Bike Hub. I do need lessons. I've done a lot from this, mainly how to present on Google
125
Sheets.
guy, yeah, 35 Newton meters. That's a lot. I mean, wow, 26 is a lot for a little bike. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think mine's got like 1.
Because I was going to say, like 125s, they have probably less than 10 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, just from going a little bit over double in the displacement, and you get that. It's crazy.
Cool. Right. So tank capacity.
11 liters.
Do you want me to just keep going unless you start deliberating out loud?
Yeah, 11 liters. Yeah.
17?
No, there's no way that has more tank capacity than a Super Duke.
This is the thing.
There's no way.
This is why I think I was asking you yesterday. I asked you yesterday, isn't it? Is it possible? Because I was like trying to get around. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is why I did check 3 different sources and it all said it. And I was
Because
just like,
again,
oh.
all small displacement bikes have got anywhere from 10 to 15 litres as their tank capacity. That's
Apparently
crazy.
this says, if anyone says, oh no, that's not right, blame Google and blame the websites because I checked 3 of them. And
Well,
Mr.
no, I mean,
Mr. Kawasaki wasn't available for comment.
I mean, yeah. If that's what the spec sheet says, but that's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
and-
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right. Top speed, please.
This has got to be 105 miles per hour.
112.
Way nice.
Give you
See,
a point for that.
I don't think the Ninja 400 actually does any better than that.
Maybe not.
So fair play.
Transmission.
I'm gonna say this is a 6-speed.
One of those.
6-speed manual.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
And the year of release for this one.
That is hard.
Again, you can just pick a decade if you're not sure. That'll get you a point.
That is very hard. I'm gonna say that this is from 2008.
2014.
2014. Wow, a lot nearer than I
So
thought.
I said within.
Because a lot of the design elements from this are
Yeah, get a
from
point.
kind of mid to late noughties Kawasaki designs. So yeah, fair play.
Right, you got 10.
All right.
Okay, so bike 3.
Oh, I'm not familiar with BMWs whatsoever.
Does it look like anything to you?
Well, it's your dad's bike, isn't it? Isn't it? No?
I can't tell you anything.
I don't know. I don't know what
What
this
make
is.
is it?
Well, it's BMW, of
Right,
course.
what model do you think it is?
1250 GT.
Final answer?
Yeah. Oh, a K1600.
This is my dad's bike. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It is, because
No,
I took
it's
it from
not.
the text message my dad sent me to say
No.
what bikes he had, and this is it.
No, it's not.
Oh no, he's got
Promise you it's
1200,
not.
hasn't he?
That's the bike he wants. He wants the K1600 GT. He doesn't have it. That's the bike he was looking at.
Okay.
I don't know why. BMWs are rubbish, but there you go.
Hi, Dad. No, I read it from. I must have got the wrong bit then. Cool. Okay, so what is the HP on this?
The horsepower at the crank, it's going to be quite low. I'll say 130. Oh, fair play. 160.
160.
160. Okay.
Torque.
Okay, I think this is where it's going to be higher because this is going to be a touring bike. So I think this is going to be. I'm going to say 160 newton meters of torque. Yeah, 175. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Tank capacity. We'll run through these because obviously it's not your strongest.
Tank
bike.
capacity. I'm going to say this is a 30-litre tank.
That's big.
Yeah.
26.
Oh, it's close.
You were close. You were in.
'Cause
You were
I'm
within
sure
5.
that,
So
the Goldwing is it a 29-litre tank, or it used to have a 29-litre tank. So I was thinking, well, this has got to be up there. Cool. Okay.
top speed.
It's not going to be much. 140 miles an hour.
160.
160. Wow. Nice.
Transmission.
6-speed.
I kind of realised as I was doing these, they're all the same. So
Well, yeah, the transmission is going to be similar.
you're going to
across
be
the board.
guaranteed 5
Unless-
points every time.
Well, unless you get a bike from the 90s that a lot of them have a 5-speed transmission or even a 4-speed transmission. Nowadays, you don't see any of that.
Year of release.
This I really don't
You
know.
have to guess.
I'm gonna say 2016.
2017.
No way.
So
No way.
that one, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going down. Going the wrong way.
I know. I don't know
Right.
BMWs. I don't know them at all.
What is this?
I have no idea. I will say that this is Suzuki.
Yes.
So I will say this is a.
You can actually see what it is on the bike. You
Well, no,
can't, though.
I can't see it. I can't see. You can see it. I can't
I
see it.
can see what it says.
I'm gonna say this is a 750 GS or GS 750.
It is.
Yeah.
This was my dad's bike. My dad was
Yeah.
red though.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Horsepower.
I'm going to say this is going to be around the low hundreds, so 110 crank horsepower.
63.
No way.
This is the first bike I ever went on the back of, and I was slipping, and my dad was like holding on to me, like my hand on his waist, and like trying to ride.
That's such a low amount of horsepower for that much displacement. But there you go. I mean, that's bikes from the 80s, isn't it?
They're quite heavy though, I think, by all accounts, those ones. That's what my dad my dad sold
they
his.
are heavy, but I mean, even like some of the 900s that you saw from the mid 80s, they produced over 100 horsepower, easy. So yeah, nice.
Torque.
This has got to be more, hasn't it? It's got to be more torque. So let's say 80 newton meters.
80.
80, yeah, 80.
60.
Oh wow, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
What about the tank capacity on this one? You're not confirming the audience very much. They might be able to help you.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Any answers in there?
What was the question again? Sorry, tank capacity.
Mm.
Tank capacity. I mean, it's got to be 15 liters. I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 15. Yeah.
18.
18 liters.
So
nice.
You're within 5. I'll let you have that one. Top speed of this relic.
This can't be high. I mean, I'll say 110 miles an hour again.
110.
110. Yeah.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Call a friend. 180.
No, it isn't. No, I guarantee you that bike does not go 180 miles an hour.
I will just double check. 1 sec.
That bike 100% doesn't do 180 miles an hour.
That's what it said on the internet.
No, it isn't. I can guarantee it. 120,000%. Can you imagine that bike going 180 miles an hour? You try to tell me that's faster than the ZH2? There's no way.
It says here.
Let's have a look.
Look.
Let's have a look.
I did say take everything with a pinch of salt.
Are you sure it's not kilometers per hour?
I don't know. I don't think so. Could be.
Doesn't actually say on this one.
Let me have a look.
Hang on, let me go back. No, 120 miles an hour.
Hold on. Was the last one 180? Have I not?
There. 120 miles an hour is top speed of this one. It's 195 kilometers per hour. Yeah. I mean, that's still fast. I mean, that's a lot faster still than I was thinking. I mean, I was... Maybe if it could do 100 miles an hour, I would have been like, wow, that's impressive. But 120 miles an hour.
I think I didn't copy.
That's
I think I
crazy.
left the same speed on from the last one by accident. So well done. That is, I don't know what the answer was, so we'll just carry on.
Well, I said 110. The actual answer was 120.
Oh, I'll give you a point for that.
That's funny though. That bike going 180 miles an hour. That would
It'd
be.
fall apart, wouldn't it?
That would be. It would.
Right.
It would.
Let's move on away from my embarrassment. Transmission.
This will be a 5-speed manual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And year of release.
I'm going to say 1983.
76.
Wow. Fair play.
You got it wrong.
It aged well.
Yeah.
Certainly aged well. That's cool. Yeah, there was me saying it's a bike from the 80s, and it's not. It's a 70s bike. Cool. Awesome.
I think my dad had his about 25 years or something.
But I'm sure that your dad's one was a model from the 1980s. I'm sure it was like a 1983 or a 1981. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought he said that once, but
You saw that, didn't you, that bike?
yeah, I saw it once. Yeah, I saw it once.
Mm.
It was just in the garage, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my dad rode it as much towards...
Right, next bike.
changed
Next
it.
bike. Next bike.
Right. What's this?
Oh, bloody hell.
I had never heard of this bike before.
Yeah, this is going to be tough because I'm not familiar with old Yamahas at all. I mean, I bet you that Lone Wolf will know this one. Lone Wolf, you'll know what this is. I mean, this might be a Thunder Race. I don't know.
Bike Hub sacked me from being Quizmaster. I got it wrong. Jeremy Clarkson did a much worse job than I did. And at least I didn't do that thing where I gave the award to the wrong person. Just saying.
Yeah, Bike Hub says Thunder Race as well.
What's
So
the answer,
obviously Yamaha. It's
Yes.
obviously a Yamaha. So let's say this is a Yamaha 900 Thunder Race. Oh, it's 1,000! No way, that's 1,000. Crazy. That's awesome. That's so sick. Because that bike again has got to be from like the 90s. So that's awesome. What's the next question?
I'm now concerned none of this is right. HP.
I mean, it's got to be up there. I'm going to say 160 horsepower. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Torque, let's say 115 newton meters of torque.
108.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not far off.
No, not too bad.
Not far off.
What about the tank capacity on this one?
I mean, being a race bike, it's got to be a small tank capacity, smallish. I was going to say 15 litres, but
Go with your gut.
I'll say 15.
I don't know what the answer is. I'm trying to
I'll say
you.
15 litres because I can't imagine it
19.
being... Oh, okay. I was going to say it couldn't be more than 20 for
No.
sure.
I think the good thing about this is that you have a rough idea of what it
Yeah.
should be, so we know how off I am.
Yeah.
Top speed. We could go all Pete Tong here.
Well, this has got to be quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 170 miles an hour. I'll say 165 miles an hour.
162.7.
Oh, I was close.
Transmission?
Yeah, now would this be a 6-speed? I'm going to say 6-speed.
It's a 5-speed.
It is a 5-speed.
Apparently.
Wow, fair play.
And when was this one released?
Now this I really don't know. I'm going to say 95.
96.
Oh, so close.
So close.
So close.
Cool, you got 5 on that one. Cool, next bike.
I don't know. I have no idea.
What
about
make
this.
is it?
It's Aprilia.
I don't.
But I do not know this motorcycle at all. I don't know it. I mean, does it say on the wing there ZX something? I don't know. I literally have got no idea what this is.
What size bike do you think it is?
I'm gonna say that this is a. So again, from the era, it's probably gonna have a really weird displacement. So I'll say, let's say 976 cc.
Right. So what model do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so I'll show you the make and model first.
Yeah. Oh wow!
It's a 250.
That's a big 250.
It is blooming massive.
That's a big 250. I would never have guessed that.
You were saying it was
ever.
1,000, weren't you?
Well, I was thinking
996.
it would have to be up there, but I didn't think that these brands did small displacement bikes anyway.
The thing is with you, unfortunately, you can't see what it says on the tail,
No,
and
I
it
can't.
says 250.
No, I literally can't see that. But it's so reminiscent of the big bikes that they do, because I think is it the RS660 is the smallest bike that they do now, Aprilia? I don't know. I don't think they do anything smaller than that. I don't know Italian bikes, to be honest. I'm not that familiar with them, but
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow, 250.
So, what's our HP?
okay. Well, this has got to be somewhere low. Let's say 30 horsepower.
70.
Shut up.
I googled it. It could be wrong.
Shut up. Oh, well, it could be if it's a
So have a
4-cylinder.
quick check again.
If it's an inline 4 or a V, it won't be a V4, surely. There's no way that they can produce 70 horsepower over 250.
Yeah.
What?
A maximum peak output power of 70 horsepower.
I mean, yeah, fine.
I can't show you that because I had to look for a particular year to find these specs.
Wow.
Right.
That's a lot of horsepower for that. That's a lot of horsepower.
Right. Let's get a wiggle on so we don't keep these fine people from their dinner. Or
Yeah. Well, we did start a few minutes late. So.
Yeah. Talk.
I mean, it can't be a lot of torque. It's got to be a high revving engine. So I'm going to say 30 Newton meters.
20?
Yeah, it had to be low.
And I did just double check it. I think it said it was like 1500 or 15,000 RPM.
Yeah, it had to be a high revving engine. To get 70 horsepower, out of that smaller displacement, it had to be high revving.
Tank capacity?
15 litres. Have I said that a lot?
No.
I have. I think I've said 15 3 times.
I don't know.
Tank capacity.
Top speed.
Let's push the boat out a bit. Let's say 120 miles an hour.
Do you want to confer the audience? Anyone saying anything in there?
Yeah, Honda Nation. Yeah, good to see you, mate. 250. Yeah, crazy horsepower for a 250. That's insane. Yeah, I'm gonna say 120 miles an hour.
225.
No.
Apparently.
No, that is totally incorrect.
This is from.
Totally incorrect, babe. There are no bikes that do that stock. But that's the thing. I mean, even if this is a race bike, a track, just a pure race bike, it won't go that fast. Absolutely not. Do you want me to check it?
Hold on. No, because you're going to see the year that I'm.
Oh right, okay. Again, like imagine like a 250. What's the point in all of us buying 1000s when we could just have 250s? And we could do over 200 miles an hour.
Hold on. I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I have got it. I've read the wrong thing. How fast do you think it went?
I think it went 120 miles an hour.
138.
138 miles an hour. Okay. That's a lot. Hey?
Yeah. No, I don't know where. Sorry, there's hot speeds all over the shop today.
138 miles an hour. That thing's as fast as a 600 for God's sake.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Not
right.
quite 600, but you know what I mean. That's crazy.
Transmission.
Well, I'll say 5-speed. Wait, is this 2-stroke? I'll have a look at the end if it's 2-stroke or not. Oh, so it's 6-speed.
Yeah.
It's got to be a 2-stroke, surely. To be producing that much horsepower at that capacity or that displacement.
And the last section, year of release. I'm just having a look and seeing if I can find your answer.
It's got to be fairly new, but I mean, I'll say this is. I'll say 2002. It's got to be
2000.
2000. Okay.
2-stroke.
So again, I wasn't that far off. It is a 2-stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be. It had to be.
Right.
Without a doubt,
1,
had
2,
to be.
3. The things that I'm getting wrong, I've got wrong on purpose, you realise? To test how...
Yeah, of course.
How much, you really understand bikes. Not just like you're inflating the world with your warm breath type thing. Continue?
Huh?
We've got 2 more. Do you want to continue?
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, wow. I don't know what this is.
It's
I'm
beautiful
again,
bike there.
Cruisers. Yeah. Lovely bike.
What do you think it is? Do you want to have a look at the picture on here because it makes it a bit clearer for you what it...
No.
I think you should. Just have a look because everyone at home could probably see it a bit easier.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I did look at it on the screen.
You can't see from there because it looks like something very different.
Because that's a Honda Rebel.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah. And the thing is, it looks so much like a chopper from here.
It is a cruiser. Yeah.
But it looks like a Harley or something. It doesn't look like a Honda.
That's the idea.
And I didn't want you to go, oh, it's a Honda. It's
I would have said Harley Davidson. Yeah. If I hadn't had looked on that screen, the thing that I saw was the wing. Yeah. The wing on the tank.
That's it.
And so yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that it was Honda just off the look of it here on this monitor.
Yeah. Cool. I'll just keep looking to see if anyone's got the answer because I can't come out of my screen. Right. I'm going to give you make and model for that because you did get those technically. Horsepower.
Horsepower. It can't be much. Let's say 130.
Horsepower?
Shut up. Shut up.
Now you can. I'm really concerned now that I've done
That
something
can't-
completely wrong.
Surely not. I mean, okay, yeah, it's going to have more torque than horsepower, but
Ooh,
I would have expected at least 100 horsepower from that. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe 130, 140 Newton meters, something like that. I'd have thought. Because again, cruisers, they're torque monsters. That's what makes them fun. They just pull like crazy. What? Did you get it wrong?
Yeah.
How much is it?
86.
Oh, still 86 horsepower. That's low.
I know I was really unwell yesterday, but I don't think I was seeing things.
Okay.
Goodness
All right.
me.
So I said 100. Oh,
Yeah.
No, I said 100. Was it 130 or 120 that I said?
I don't know. Can't remember.
I don't know. But I didn't get that right anyway.
Sorry,
regardless.
guys. This has been a shambles.
Okay. Well, I
But
am
it's
going
all
to
good.
commit to saying 130 Newton meters of torque.
This could be wrong as well. 98, apparently.
98. I would never have guessed that. I would have thought it would have had more torque at that displacement. And again, it's an inline 4 as well. So, yeah. Interesting. Okay, what's the next one?
That does seem to be right, though.
Yeah.
Tank capacity.
Let's say 19 litres.
13.6.
No way! Seriously?
Do you know what I'm concerned about?
What's
That I've
that?
had another bike open while I've been doing this. I've got all the different figures for a different bike. I'm just going to confirm these as I go.
Again, I'd have thought it would be about 20, around 20. That's what I would have thought, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm right.
It is
I am right.
13.6 litres.
Yes,
Wow.
she can read. Right. Top speed.
Well, looking at those specs, I mean, it can't do any more than 100 miles an hour. Let's say 110 miles an hour. No way!
On the
Can't believe
nose.
I got that. Can't believe I got that.
Okay. Transmission.
It's got to be a 6-speed manual.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the year of release for this one.
This I don't know.
If you had to guess.
Because again, I'm not sure if Honda are doing their cruisers anymore. I don't think they are. At least not in Europe anyway. Let's say 2017.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer. Why not?
Confer the audience?
It's fine. Wow. That can't be in Europe. I don't think Honda sell those in Europe.
And there's a 2021 version and a 2022, and I believe the specs
Are they on the website? On the Honda website?
No, I didn't get it on the Honda website.
No. Because I almost guarantee you that they're not selling those in Europe. Yeah. Which is annoying, but I mean, there you go.
Right, final bike. Now this one is a fudger.
All right. Well, I've already struggled with this point, so. Oh, okay, I know this one.
Do you?
Yeah, this is one of the first generation Ducati monsters. Yeah.
It is.
It's interesting that you put in 900 in there, because I would have actually guessed it was the 600 version.
The specs I've got on there say
'Cause-
Ducati 900 Monster, so that's why I've put it in.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what year is which, but I'm sure there was a year right at the I thought it was right at the very beginning where Ducati had two monsters. They had a bigger one, they had a littler one. But yeah, that's a V twin, isn't it? Yeah.
So
I don't like them. I know that a lot of people rave about monsters, but I don't like them. I don't like the look of them. They haven't changed all that much since their inception in the 90s, but Right, sorry, yeah, what's the next question?
HP.
Horsepower, it can't be a lot. Let's say 150. No, surely not. Surely not.
Oh, you said it as you said no. I pressed it.
Yeah, no.
Does that make more sense? 80.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Yeah.
Torque. Well, it's a V twin, so it's got to be quite a thumper. Let's say 75 Newton meters of torque. Oh,
76. Tank capacity.
I mean, 18 litres?
18?
18, yeah.
16.
16.
Very close.
Fair enough.
Top speed?
Again, this can't be a lot.
I'm worried now.
This can't
What
be
I
a
was
lot.
looking at while I was doing this.
This has got to be maybe 120 miles an hour. I reckon. Yeah. Wow.
118?
Wow, I was a lot
You were
closer than I
close.
thought. Yeah.
Transmission?
Ooh, now, was this early enough to be kind of in that 6-speed era? I'm going to say 5-speed. Just again for that torque. It is a 6-speed.
It's a 6-speed.
Wow.
And the last bit is the year that this was released.
I have a year in my head.
Okay.
And I think it's 96.
Do you want to go year or decade?
No, 96. I'll give it a year.
93.
Yeah. So it is literally one of the first generation ones then. Yeah. That's so interesting though. That's so interesting.
Cool. And that is that. I'm sorry some of it was wrong.
That's all right.
But we learnt together.
You know,
it happens.
That's,
it's a problem when
how it
you're like doing things. You're just like,
well, and to be fair as well, because the wifey's been ill this week. Well, we've both been ill this week. So, and the fact that she's done all this for the shows there, yeah. I thank you, wifey,
That's
for,
all right.
for doing all that.
You
Because
say-
that would have been a lot of work. So.
yeah. I was like poorly to the point I wasn't working for 2 days.
Yeah.
That's how unwell I've been. So.
Yeah, yeah.
And in that time, I edited a video and did this. I did a bunch of other Goblin stuff. So
Yeah.
dedication is there, guys.
Oh, it's so cool seeing your answers here because yeah, a lot of you are on the same lines as me. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, how well did I do anyway?
The best one that you did was the first one and the second to last.
Or just went down from there.
You went.
I only got 6 on the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, fair play. All right.
So no, your best bike was the first one, which was the KTM, and just before the second to last one, which was the Honda. So the bikes you had no idea about. Next, it was bike 2, which was the Ninja 300. Then it went to bike 4, which is the Suzuki. And then it was the BMW. And then bike 5, which I think is the Yamaha. And then I think the Aprilia, you got 6. You got 3.
Well, to be honest, I'm surprised that I managed to get the Yamaha because yeah, I don't Yamaha bikes from the 90s. I don't know them. I don't know them at all. Anything before then as well, no chance. I mean, any bikes for me, basically from 1995 backwards, I'm going to really struggle to recognize and to know what they are. So, yeah.
I tried to pick a bunch of bikes from a different era.
Yeah.
So that it wasn't all things that you would be really, like, bikes that you knew of and you'd seen maybe, but weren't necessarily, like, that knowledgeable about, but you could look at them and give an educated guess at least.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, and that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time when you look at a motorcycle and you look at the year, you look at the displacement, you can kind of make some
educated guesses.
Educated guesses at what it's capable of. But yeah, I mean that was very interesting. Testing kind of my knowledge is I always like doing that. I love kind of like problem solving and things like that. So
you're like a Daegu.
So yeah, it was it was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, thank you, Wifey.
That's okay.
That. Yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed that as well because yeah, I mean, some of the stuff on there I had no idea about.
I just some of those bikes like that Honda, I had no idea existed, so it was quite fun for me.
Yeah, and
to look at the pictures at least.
And that's also again that's something that makes this particular. Well, the way how the Wifey's done it interesting is because there are bikes on there that you can't buy in Europe.
No, and I had no idea about that, if I'm honest.
You cannot buy some of those bikes you can't buy in Europe, at least not anymore anyway.
With a Ducati, I was like, Ducati from the 90s, that's what I Googled.
Yeah.
And that's what I found.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Monster was one of the famous bikes from the 90s era.
But
because I think it wasn't that like the first naked motorcycle. Well, that was called naked. So yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, thank you, Wifey.
That's okay.
Yeah. And I mean, we're quite late today.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, 20 past 7. I mean, the Wifey did ask me yesterday she had 6 bikes down, and she said, "Is 6 going to be enough?" And I said, "I'll make it 8."
And then I added the questions, and then we added the drumming, and it just kind of ended up to be a really long one. Sorry.
Yeah, so sorry that we've held you on a bit longer than normal, but yeah, I think it's time for some dinner. I reckon
And
time
a
for some
nap.
pizza and a nap.
So tiring. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching today's show, guys. Thank you ever so much for your contributions in the chat and all your answers. I mean,
and if you like it, then we can always do it again. Everyone seemed to have such fun, so
well,
maybe we'll do it
that's
again.
The thing. Every now and then, we do like to play kind of like game show style things, I suppose.
I'll get better at my hosting, and the answers will be right eventually. So.
Well, maybe I should test the Wifey's knowledge. On what though? What would the Wifey maybe know about? Or we could actually do the same thing again with you, and see how well you do.
How much I take in.
Yeah.
I've taken in.
Yeah, we could do that.
You're gonna
Have a
come
role
out
reversal
with like some really bizarre bike that was
No,
seen
no,
once on the street,
no,
but everyone thinks it's a myth because only one person ever saw it. And I'm
No.
like, what the hell's that?
No, I'd make them as obvious as possible.
Even then, I
Like
wouldn't get it.
everybody in the chat will know what it is. and
I'd
what
have a lot of
you,
help
yeah.
then.
Yeah, exactly. Of course you will. But anyway, yeah, that'll be for another show. Yeah, thanks again for watching, everyone. Tomorrow's video, same time, same place,
Same faces.
yeah, so hopefully I'll see you then. But if not, hope you have a good weekend. And yeah, we'll catch you all next week.
Ride safe.
Ride safe. Have a good one, guys. Cheers. It's got the laptop here and I got a mouse here trying to control the streaming laptop. I always get confused. I'm like here like this with the mouse,
Why is it not
expecting
working?
the laptop to do something. I don't want to do anything. Yeah, typical. Oh, nice. Yeah, got a Lone Wolf UK. Next time you come up to the lakes, would you fancy taking my bike out for a ride and record your impressions of a 90s bike? I would love that. That would be wicked. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I haven't. I mean, the thing is, when I started getting into motorcycles, I was it was mid 2000s was when I was starting to ride, so never ever got a chance. Yeah, there are a load of 90s bikes that I'd love to have a go on. Yeah,
Got to do it while you can.
exactly. Yeah, especially because they're getting old now as well. All the bikes that are around from the 90s are getting really old.
That's it.
So yeah, limited amount of time left to enjoy them. Yeah, for sure. Bike curve, Mr. Goblin. Shame on you for the Aprilia. I don't know Italian bikes. I don't know them.
We should go see the pug as well.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.